Okay, I'm Scott Brown from Schwert in Houston, Texas. This is another video proposal for discussion on the Western Martial Arts Coalition discussion forums. Today we will be looking at a Portuguese manual, circa 1651, recently translated. It's one of the few Portuguese manuscripts that we have that discusses large weapons, in this case the Montante, recently made available, transcribed and translated by Eric Myers and Steve Hicks. This Montante is a prototype. It is not properly weighted, although the dimensions are real, so it'll work for our purposes today. Okay, this video will be narrated by my good friend Paul, who will not use his Texas accent. Go ahead, Paul.
You will place your body straight with the left foot in front, the Montante with the point on the ground, taken by the cross in the right hand with the thumb down, and you will tap it forward with the right foot, turning the Montante to set it in place. Then you will give a tahoe from behind, from low to high, moving the right foot forward at the same time and stopping with the Montante in an upright posture in front of the face. From there you will remove the Montante to give a revés, cutting from behind with the other edge of the Montante, also from low to high, and at the same time moving the left foot forward and stopping also with the Montante in front of the face. You will undo the roll, removing backward the left foot with a tahoe equal to the first, and the right foot with a revés, and take heed that the body must always turn toward where the Montante cuts. At the end of the rule, while standing still, you will give a tahoe to the left shoulder and return the Montante to again place the point on the ground as at the beginning, and all the rules having to do with the Montante Negro will have this ending.
Okay, so I'll now do it once a little more smoothly, just for fluidity's sake. Begin here, left foot. Okay, a couple of things we want to focus on. All the rules seem to begin and end with this position where you're starting off and kicking the sword, most of them anyway. So let's look at that a little bit. It does not make sense to me to kick the edge of the sword, probably a big owie. Also, even kicking the flat of the sword with the toe of the foot. Again, if you're wearing soft leather shoes and have to do this all day, as it seems implied by these things, again, that's going to get old pretty fast. So my guess is that you're going to hold the sword somewhat at a slight angle, 45-ish degrees, and then when you kick, you're going to want to kick with the instep of your foot, or just in front of the instep of your foot, so that when it kicks, now the sword is rotating on this axis to come into position. All right? Other key things that we want to look at is, you'll notice that it does talk about turning the body, which is why I'm letting the momentum of this large sword carry me. My cross is in front of my face, but not actually poking me in the eye. That doesn't seem to make a lot of sense for me. And you'll also notice that when I'm doing this, I'm using this other arm braced against my forearm. Because you have such a long, elongated hilt, it's a lot easier to get some sort of pressure from across your pecs and work against these, work here in this area, making a strong formulated triangle. Okay, so hopefully, Steve, that gets you a few ideas, and we can talk about this online at wmacoalition.com/forum.